Hi guys, I'm Kiara, also known as Hobokiki, and today we're in my Hobonichi cousin. You already know it. Say it with me, my baby, my pride and joy. We are going to flip to this week, July 22nd through the 28th, and we will be planning with this little Starlight Paper Studio freebie. I thought it was cute. And then I have this kit here from my newest addiction. It is called Lake Life, and that was a freebie. This is actually two kits, to be honest. This one here is the Hobonichi Cousin kit, and I love, love, love the full boxes. And then this is the journaling kit, but I did decide to get both kits. I'll also be incorporating this Ocean Views by Castatic Plans. I just want a few of these fish here. I love the blue and green fish. They match well with the kit. And I thought since this was like a lake slash fishing kit, it would just work, right? It also came with these date dots that were hard for me to pull off. So I'm just going to do that off camera, but we'll start with the date covers. Whenever there are date covers in a kit, I love, love, love to just start there because it automatically starts adding visual interest, but it's like a no-brainer. You don't have to think about it. Just put Monday on Monday, Tuesday on Tuesday, so forth and so on. I know you're probably wondering, why did you get two kits? Well, if you're new here, hi, how are you? I do like to use the same stickers in my weekly section, in my daily section. So I just wanted to make sure I had enough decoration to go around, and I actually had just enough. You'll see actually in my next video, not this one, but in my next video when I set up my daily section, how I was able to use all of the stickers. I am just going to go ahead and grab all the little fishies that I wanted. Unfortunately, I don't have enough blue and green fish to do the daily section with, but I knew for a fact I wanted it in my weekly section for sure. So I just have them laying on my arm, and then I wanted one more, so I'm grabbing this one that's part of this cluster. I don't want to bring in the cluster because these are more like sea plants, things that you might find in the ocean, hence ocean views, right? Whereas, this is a lake, you're not going to, well, maybe you will find jellyfish and that kind of stuff in a lake. I don't know. I don't really be in the lakes like that. But, I just knew I wanted things that I knew for a fact would be in a lake, such as just regular fish. Y'all, I actually just Googled it and you actually can find freshwater jellyfish in lakes. What? I would never have guessed it. But see, that's why Google exists. But conditions have to be right, it said. But that's pretty crazy. But yeah, I didn't want any jellyfish in my spread. I just wanted it to be like a fishing spread because I like to do themes, and for like this month it was Into the Blue, so basically just aquatic marine themes. And I knew I was doing a lot of like ocean, but oceans aren't the only things that involve water, so I wanted to bring in like lakes. I actually grew up with lakes. I used to live in Milwaukee, and we had Lake Michigan, which is a disgusting lake, but it is what we had. So, and then I went to college in Chicago. So again, sharing Lake Michigan, but still disgusting. But it is what we had, so I'm not going to fuss too much about it. It got us through. I do remember some super dope like beach parties. It was fun. It was fun. I remember we actually went to Lake Michigan in high school. We had senior skip day and we had like a water balloon fight there. It was dope. I have good memories of that disgusting lake. So let me just, chill off on the lake. Not too much on Lake Michigan. It was nothing like the lake depicted in this kit though. And this is like the kind of lake that I think of when my head thinks of lakes. I think of like this really bushy, foresty area that you have to like kind of maneuver your way to find, and it's just like somewhere in the green you find it. That's what I think of when I think of lakes. And then when I think of beaches, I think of more so like oceans. But no, Lake Michigan, it wasn't like a green lake Well, the water was kind of green, but there wasn't like greenery around it. It was mostly like just sand and debris. But I still loved it. I did. Let me cut it out now, as I said I would. I did quickly make a little weekend banner at the top right hand corner, and then I am just throwing down some more stickers here because it's too plain at the bottom. So I am going to make like another little cluster. I'm adding these fish here. What y'all think about the addition of the fish? I really thinks sorry, I really think that it really adds to this kid. Like it really pulls everything together, bringing in the fish. And I'm glad that I kept them blue and green. So it's kind of got like that, that muted tone. We're not bringing in all the pinks and the reds and the purples that was in the book, the Ocean View books. We're keeping it all in the same color palette. So it's a very calming spread to look at. That's basically it for the deco. We'll add a few more things when it comes to the deco, but that is essentially it. Now I am doing something akin to like planning. I'm just putting in these scallop circles to mark like events or what have you when they happen. And I'm adding them on top of the gold sparkly foiled. Why I say it like that? I'm adding the regular ones on top of the foiled ones to give them some oomph. And I'm just adding a little flower behind this one. This is going to mark when the boys get their haircuts. So that is like a little event box to remind me. Then I really am trying my hardest to use up all of this gold foil that was on this freebie here. So I am putting these like birds flying off in the distance over here on my sidebar, where I will be putting my mood tracker. There we go. I know words sometimes. I'll be taking another floral sticker and placing it behind this scallop sticker to mark another event. And this scallop circle is marking open house for the kids. I am so excited for them to get ready to go back to school. I love those little buggers, but also I need some time to myself. I love hanging out with them, but it's just like, okay, I need things to be done, and it's just a little bit harder to get things done when they're all around, sprawling things around in the house. They're getting so much better at, cleaning up after themselves. They're still very young, but it's just like, whew, you know, thank God for teachers. That's what I'll say. Thank goodness for teachers. I don't think you guys get enough credit. If you are a teacher, you guys really help us out as well. Not just for educating the kids, because of course that's the primary goal as a teacher, but you are like a secondary authoritative figure to a student, whether people want to admit that or not. I know I've seen personally, in case you guys don't know, I actually used to be a preschool teacher. We'll never do it again. But I used to be a preschool teacher, and parents would be so angry with me when I'm telling about how their kids are acting, and it's just for like safety reasons. And I'm like, okay, like I know they're really, really young, but some of those kids, I don't care what age they were, you guys, they were wild then, like pulling other kids' hair, jumping off of stools, like they were like, oh my gosh, you are going to hurt yourself or hurt somebody else. And it's just like, we can't have that. So I would just like, when their parents come to pick them up, I would just let them know, hey, your little boy, he did this today, and we kind of really don't want him to do that anymore. So maybe if you could talk to him about it, or, teach him no. And then I said that to one lady, and she said, we don't use the N word in our house. And I'm like, bro, okay, I know soft parenting is a thing, but you should be setting some kind of boundaries with your kid. Like, you don't have to exactly say no, but we can't have them jumping off of counters and punching other kids. Now, can we? No, we can't. Find a different word if you have to, but place that boundary. So trust me when I say I get it, teachers. You guys have a very hard job. I know. I lived it for a little bit. And, I really respect y'all. And I understand that you have a dual role. It's just not teaching, the what the lecture wants to be taught today. It's not, girl, what? You wouldn't think I was a teacher. If you're new here, again, hi, how are you? These voiceovers are done early in the morning, like 4 o'clock in the morning, so please forgive me. But what I'm trying to say is it's more than just teaching what the lecture is for that day. And so I really appreciate you guys. And I can't wait for the kids to go back. I say all of that just to say that. Like, I love my kids, but I love my me time too. Here I am just doing my little habit tracker. I found that I actually missed this thing. So I am inputting a habit tracker this week, but I'm taking out the to-do list. We just like to keep things stupid funky fresh over here. I just mix it up every week. I can't tell you what next week is gonna look like. I really can't. What I can tell you is that I actually plan on doing an after the pen spread on this specific week. I was actually planning on doing it last week, but last week got too hectic and I'm like, I'm not filming anything right now. So I didn't do it last week. But this week, I do plan on showing you guys exactly how I plan in this weekly section. So be on the lookout for that. I know a lot of you guys were actually saying that you would like those kind of videos. So I got you. It's coming, okay? Now I am just going to fill in all the events that I already got marked down here, my meetings, the things that I plan to do with the kids, those kind of things. I do have one more event on Saturday that I know I'm going to, but I am not going to mark down just because of safety reasons. I'm with my kids and I don't want people to know where I'm at when I'm at it. So you guys will see that in the after the pen video. I really do love how the gold foil shines in this particular kit. But yes, I'll be using the exact same stickers here, so I am going to close that off. I do want to thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, feel free to leave a like. If you dislike the video, feel free to leave a dislike. It's whatever, bro. We keep it real over here. I hope you stay safe and stay creative, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.